Firefighters and paramedics work around the clock to keep Winnipeggers safe, but the number of calls is increasing. President of United Firefighters of Winnipeg, Tom Billis, says the staffing levels for Winnipeg Fire Paramedic Service aren't working.
When we did about 1/10 of the calls we do today, 1/10 of the fires, 1/10 of the medical calls, and it just has not kept up with the times. It needs to be adjusted. We need more staff.
A new city report shows the WFPS is projected to be nearly $13 million over budget in 2024. More than $7 million of the deficit is due to overtime, and another $5.5 million is the result of workers' comp, injury claims, and emergency social services. Billis says the lack of staff is leading to massive amounts of overtime, which in turn leads to burnout.
It creates this vicious cycle. We cannot overtime ourselves out of the problem.
City Councillor Vivian Santos is chair of the Community on Community Services. She says the province gave the city several $1 million to hire 40 new firefighters, which will help to alleviate the pressure on WFPS.
They have graduated this year, and they're over at the Waverly West station. So we're seeing those. We should be seeing those numbers, transpire in the new budget in 2025.
Mayor Scott Gillingham says he's talking with the province about changing the funding model to accommodate the city's needs.
The city of Winnipeg needs more revenue. Our city's growing, the calls for service are going up. We need more revenue to provide city services to a growing city.
Gillingham says Emergency Services is working on an alternative response to 911 to take some of the pressure off of first responders and better meet the needs of the people.
When the staffing ratio was created, it was to cover up for holidays, the occasional injury and so on. But nowadays we have maternity leave, paternity leave. We have a lot more injuries.
Billis believes adjusting the staffing ratio will resolve the overtime and burnout issues. Mike Arsenault, CBC News, Winnipeg.